Welcome to Sports, everybody. I'm Forrest Tucker. Thanks so much for dropping in this afternoon. Kentucky football is getting ready to play in the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl on December 29th in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, head coach Mark Stoops talked about facing the Clemson Tigers down at Everbank Field just a few days after Christmas. Stoops says that the Tigers have a great program year in and year out, so they'll be a strong opponent for UK to face. Stoops is familiar with Clemson head coach Dabo Swinney because he used to coach against the longtime Tiger when he was the defensive coordinator at Florida State. In the all-time series with Clemson, Kentucky holds the reins with an 8-5 record. The last meeting with the Tigers was a 21-13 loss for Kentucky under former head coach Rich Brooks in the 2009 Music City Bowl. Today is also the first day that the transfer portal is open, and Stoops says that despite some of his players entering their names, a few are expected to suit up.
Chetan will play in the bowl game, and so will Ramon, and so these young men have done an awful lot for the University of Kentucky. Chetan is, like you're talking specifically about him, he's an amazing person. He has done everything we've asked on every special team. He is locked in. He's played in just about, I would assume he's played in every game. He's locked in on every protection.
So by the sound of that from Mark Stoops, it seems like Kentucky will have a pretty good running back group to face the Tigers. Kentucky football is not the only team on campus who've learned who they'll play next in the postseason. UK Volleyball will face off against Arkansas in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament on Thursday at 4:30. The Razorbacks are the number 9 seed and beat TCU 3-1 in the second round on December 2nd. And Kentucky is coming off of a straight set win versus Baylor in the second round. The Cats are the number 8 seed. Kentucky is 2-0 versus the Razorbacks this season and beat them by a combined 6-2. The match is in the regional semifinal for both teams. That's in Lincoln, Nebraska. The winner will face either number 1 seed Nebraska or number 5 seed Georgia Tech. Nebraska volleyball, by the way, set the world record for attendance to a women's sports event earlier this year when they played Omaha in the school's football stadium. Over 92,000 fans went to that match, so Lincoln certainly loves their volleyball. Staying indoors, Kentucky men's basketball guard Reed Sheppard is the SEC Freshman of the Week. Reed averaged 23 points, 7 boards, 5 assists, and 2 steals per game in 2 games last week versus Miami. Reed had 21 points off of the bench in 30 minutes of action. Against UNC Wilmington, Sheppard started the game and had 9 rebounds as well as 25 points. Kentucky men's basketball was upset by the Seahawks on Saturday, 80-73, dropping them to 6-2 this season. Up next for UK is Penn in Philadelphia on Saturday at noon. And tonight, Doug, we have the Bengals wearing white, their white Tiger kits, jerseys and everything versus the Jags in Florida. So that should be a fun game.
That's
and hopefully they can win with Jake Browning under center.
I hope so. Well, today's poll question of the day is, do you agree with the recent playoff rankings? Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah, a lot of controversy. FSU left out after that perfect season.
WTVQ.com is where you can weigh in on that. Look forward to hearing from them. There we go. All right. Well, one brave little patient in New England completed a hospital stay. We've got that story coming up after this. Stick around.